We are just a couple of days away from New Year's 2020. Now is the time to talk about your plans, whether you're going to have fun. Let's talk about some failures of New Year's past. Tonight, in this live stream, we're also going to talk about your New Year's resolutions. Were they meant to be broken? Let's find out. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Video Call-In Show, that show that invites you to be a live guest on this program to talk about whatever you'd like to talk about, whether it's the topic of the day. It could be current events. It could be personal promotion. It's all good. Now, joining is real easy. All you've got to do is point your browser to zoom.us, click on Join a Meeting, and enter in that meeting number. You will show up in my green room, and I will bring you up, normally one by one. First come, first serve. Tonight, however, is a panel show, and I don't ask for special guests on the panel. I open it up to everyone, as long as we're going to talk about the subject matter that I put up prior to this stream happening. If that sounds like a cool thing for you, then jump up. Make sure you give us a follow. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to, and also ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. Let's say hello to the fine folks who have graced our chat thus far this evening. How are you, everyone? Good to see you. Good to see you. We've got Brandon Jackson. How are you, Brandon? Welcome back to the show, my friend. Tara, hello. Hi to you. We've also got Raven, the commentator, who thinks she knows what her New Year's resolutions might be. Well, Raven, we want to hear about those. Next up, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, thank you on the congrats for 1K. Did anyone else get hit by the purge? I lost like 20 overnight. Just boom. Just fell off the map. Not a great gamer. How you doing? Welcome to the show. And above and beyond drones. Jim, how are you? Thanks for being here, guys. Suck it, Restream Bot. Let's see, who else do we have? We've got Emmanuel Goffey. How you doing, Emmanuel? Welcome to the show, man. Always good to see you. We've got Rent to Grown. How you doing, Claire? Welcome. Good to see you all. Germany Travel Personal Guide, Darian, how are you? Thanks for being here. Flash in your pen. Hello, Ed, how are you? Yes, it is, Mo, as a matter of fact. Next up asks, is tonight the stream where you have a lot of people on? I do, Mo, but the format has changed. I'm no longer just trying to get as many folks up here as possible. What I'd like to do, and have been doing for about the last month or two, is I have I set a subject for tonight on the panel. We get up here. Those that want to talk about the panel can absolutely come up and talk about the panel or the subject. Then more than welcome to. But I limit it now to probably somewhere around 6 to 9 people. There's any more than that, and it's really tough to wrangle, if you know what I mean. We've also got Pixel Pia, teaching and learning. How are you, Pia? Good to see you. Jesse Mendez, welcome. Thanks for being here, man. So yeah, that is the format. That is the format. Jesse didn't notice if you missed any. Man, it was just like poof. Now I don't normally look at those numbers all that often, but I remember seeing when I went in to look at well, you know, set up the show, and I've got to go in, and of course it was saying 1.4, and then bam, it went back to like 1.2, and I was like, you got to be kidding. Tim Yance, how are you? Good to see you. Hello, American Gold Prospectors. Welcome back to the show. But yeah, it just like overnight, kapow, went away. And I was like, well, I knew the purge was coming. We've all heard about it. And they do this on a regular basis. Oh, that's okay, Claire. Thanks for being here, hon. Ooh, little test live stream. Ooh, nice. Oh, Matthew will do it. Matthew, if you're watching, do the live stream test, man. You guys are good on camera. I saw you've been on my show before. Absolutely have fun doing that. Tim Yance, back from the back. How you doing, man? It's been a while. Dude. So yeah, come on up and talk about this subject. We're talking about New Year's. We're only a couple days away from New Year's Eve, and of course, what do we do on New Year's? Well, for some reason, it's become the time of year that we make what are called resolutions. And I'm not telling you guys anything you don't already know. But what we do is we make those resolutions. with the intent. It's like a fresh start. We have all the intent in the world to complete them, to keep them. And I don't know, should I guess? My gut feeling tells me that there's at least 80% that do not get fulfilled. if I had to tell you the truth, and I always tell you the truth, I know that. Okay, Pia, that'd be great. Where was I? Oh, there have been a lot of New Year's resolutions that have dropped off the map for me. I am not gonna lie to you about that. It's just how it is. Depends on how old. Tim posted his first video on his personal channel today. Well, congratulations, Tim. I'm surprised I didn't get notified. It may be a different channel you're talking about, but that would be cool. Catherine Cook, how are you? Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Nugget Brain Peterson, welcome. Always happy to have you here. Artfo, how you doing? Okay, that's Arthur. Arthur Moorhead, as a matter of fact. How you doing, Arthur? Good to see you, man. He's watching us over on DLive. Thank you so much for that, Arthur. Oh man, am I beat? I am just beat. You guys, I hope you guys are relaxing during these times. I have found myself working more than anything. And boy, I tell you, it can just if I'm not locked in front of the computer for hours at a time doing what one of these days I'm going to show you guys. This is pretty cool. It's just a modification to a website where these folks are selling personalized items, and mainly for first responders. Problem is that they don't have any way for the folks to personalize it, so they have to actually give them notes as they were writing in. And I've changed that for them, and it's working out very well. But today, I'm just going to throw this out there. Today, my boy and I were working on his gooseneck trailer again, and I'll just go to that real fast before we start this. I've got 3 people ready to come up, and we're gonna head into this. But there's that trailer. Oh man, it started out as I don't know how long it is, but it's very long trailer. Triaxle. It's easily capable of handling over 20,000 pounds, but it wasn't wide enough. The folks that he bought it from, or at least somewhere in its past, it just had a bunch of 3x3 box steel tubes up on top of those main rails, and then they had wood on it. And by the time he got into the wood was pretty much in poor shape. So we decided to strip those, slap them in between the main frame rails, extend the beds out to meet the width of the tires, and now we're building, as you saw in that picture, we're building the fenders for it. Now those fenders have to be extraordinarily strong, so that they can be driven upon. Because what we found with the old trailer was that there was a lot of vehicles that are very wide in the toy shop that we have to drive up and over the fenders in order to make that a whole thing. So we've got some new people in here. Gana, how are you doing, Gana? Welcome, BLT Gamers. Awesome thumbnail. Thank you so much for that. Who else did I see just a minute ago? Toad 5, how you doing, man? Good to see you guys. Good to see you. All right, so I've got 3 people, and I might as well set everything up here so we can start this. I know some of them have their own New Year's resolutions. I know that for a fact because one of them chatted about it. Oh, that was loud. Angel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I most certainly can. I most certainly can. Well, that's interesting, Raven.
It looks like Flash is doing some behind-the-scenes work.
Oh, yes. Yes, he is. We're looking at your overhead camera there, Ed. That's cool.
I added another camera for coin roll hunting and auctions and stuff if I end up using it.
Okay. Cool. Oh, and he shut off his camera. Oh, there he is. Nice layout. Nice layout, Ed. Looks good, man.
Yeah,
I
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was hot.
I have
Oh. Can you turn down the input, Raven? Because man, is that coming in really, really hot.
yeah.
I do have a tower I got myself, Jim, so I could add a fourth monitor. So,
Oh, very cool.
yeah, something kind of like your setup.
Oh, it looks almost exactly like my setup, except you've got monitors on their stands next to you. I just have a stand that attaches to the desk. But when you popped on, I go, I don't smoke anymore. How am I getting that camera angle?
Yeah, I have a tree. It will mount right to my desk.
It's not you,
I
man.
could mount 4 monitors to it.
Okay. Let's get a test from everyone stay quiet for a moment. Let's get a test from Raven again. Raven, you there? Yes. Okay. Okay, it's still really, really loud, huh? Yeah, you may have to go into the Zoom settings and bring your microphone level down. That may be part of it.
You know, Jim, like his desk.
Because the thing is with my pair of headphones, even though they're not wireless, it's a USB pluggable one. It has a volume control button where I can turn it up and turn it down, and the volume that I have on mine is at a 30.
Okay. I imagine that's probably a different brand.
It's a Logitech.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, how you guys doing tonight? We've got Brandon Jackson. Jackson, how you doing?
Nothing much, Jim. It's a bit dark here, so I might need to turn on my light, but I'm just hugging my sheets for you.
Yeah, Jim.
All right, thanks, Brandon. So, Brandon, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Good.
Good. And Raven, how are you?
I'm doing good so far.
Oh, that is so much better.
Yeah.
That is so much better.
Yeah, I had to plug
How are you,
in the cord
Jill?
that I had to plug in the
Is
cord
Angel
that
on?
came next to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds
Angel.
so much better, Raven. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
So, Jesse, how you doing, man?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Sure.
Oh, good. I haven't said anything, so I haven't tested. All I have is my regular background, so
Any better?
ta-da.
Yeah, no, it sounds fine, Jesse. Sounds fine.
So I better turn it up so I can talk over everybody, right?
And Ed, you look like you're working in Ed, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. We
He does that to me all the time. I'll ask him a question. 10 minutes later, he goes, "Oh yeah."
That's usually me.
I'd have me on, but I don't have my green screen up anymore, so
Oh,
I
okay.
don't
So
want
this
no one
is
to see
kind of
my
a-
washer and dryer and my cats and the mess.
Oh, so it's a new setup then?
No, this is
How
my
are you,
other
Mabel?
camera.
Oh, me? I'm Brendan. I'm doing fine, Brendan. So I'm not actually Mabel Pines. I actually I use like the Mabel doll to interact with the I kind of use it as a puppet a lot, but I'm not actually the character. You can call me Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Raven.
he's thinking of the Discord server because that's your name on Discord.
I just find it
dear.
easy anytime I'm typing in chat.
Mm.
Just call you Mabel for short.
Oh, I
It's an
understand
easy
that now.
nickname.
Yep.
So it's your name on Discord.
Yeah.
And every time I see you on Jim's show, you're always with Mabel in your Mabel
Yep.
counter voice. You
Yep.
do a
Raven.
real good voice.
What you don't know, Brandon, is that's a relatively new thing. Because when Raven first started coming on, remember that, Raven? You were just audio only.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then you started coming on camera, and then of course you introduced us to Mabel.
Yep.
So Jesse, you had something to talk about on the subject. You wanna go down that road, man?
Well, that's why the panel tonight, right?
Absolutely.
Well, the first thing I was going to mention was that we have a kind of a split group here. We got some older people and some younger people, which is kind of cool in a sense. Because I'm sure their New Year's resolutions are far different than what like mine would be, or maybe even yours.
Me?
Yeah, you or Ed. We're about 10 years apart and old. So and then Raven and Angel and Brandon, they're in they're younger, half our age for the most part.
Well, basically, if we had to say an age range, I'm pretty sure the 20s.
I would say,
Yeah, I would say so too.
Right, and the we'll call it 60s.
I don't know, Jesse. I prefer 50s, man.
Well, how
Yeah,
are you?
50s. I hear you there, Jim.
I was just kind of rounding it around me. I was actually rounding down, right?
Yes. Well, then let me ask then. After I ask how Not a Great Gamer is, how you doing, bud?
Thank you!
Holy shit! When you Angel, next time you sneeze, man, can you move your mic?
Angel.
It was unexpected. Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay. All right, quiet down.
I don't know why this reminds me of Trek, the menu with all in boxes.
Trek?
Trek, the movie, like.
Oh, Shrek.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Trek.
I know that movie. That was from, I think that movie was from the year I was born.
Oh God. They're good. Now we're back to Jesse's point about old versus young. So, Not a Great Gamer. How you doing, man?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me, Jimmy.
Awesome. No problem, man. No problem. So why don't we do this then? Just really fast. I'll go around robin here. Let's find out if you have any. Hang on, Brandon. I'll find out if you have. I'm going to ask if you have any New Year's resolutions, at least for this year. Raven? What are we looking at there, Raven?
Sorry, I was just like penning my new. I have a new little sequence doll over here that I got from Texas. This one is Whimsy. When you stroke through the beads, you can see a whole new sequence there. So now it's glittery, now it's all colory. And same thing for Yappy here. This is blue, now it's white purple. It's a
Your fingers over the microphone.
Did your microphone fall on you, Raven? Did it move on you?
No, she's got a finger over it.
No, she
It
doesn't.
happens to me all the time.
In terms of like important
Still got your hand
resolutions,
over it.
I don't actually can hear you either.
put my hand over it.
You must have, yeah. New equipment. I get it.
In terms of like really important New Year's resolutions, I don't know if the video call-in show supports the LGBT community or not, but I think it might be having to come to terms with with what type of sexuality I might possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
So to put it in simplest terms, let's just say that I've been doing some experimenting, and I may have an attraction to both genders, both males and females, mainly because of the experiences with some type of role play, which I can't describe because there might be kids watching.
Yeah, and that's fine. You don't have to describe. And to let you know, Raven, that the video calling show supports the right of anyone to be, to be anything they want to be. Honestly, as long as it doesn't hurt other people, I have no problem with it.
I want to be a duck-billed platypus, Jimmy.
You are more than welcome to be a duck-billed platypus.
Knock
gamer.
yourself out, Nag. I'd love to see it.
It's like your choice in your life to experience.
Yeah, exactly. You know, who am I to dictate what that might be? It's up to everyone else. And I
when I was
wait, one at a time. Jesse, what were you saying?
The only thing that I would say on a personal level would be to be sure that's what you want and not what everybody else thinks you should be.
Yeah.
Make sure that that's what you want, not what you think they want you to do or be or act like.
Absolutely. Now, what were you saying, Brandon?
Exactly.
What were you saying, Brandon?
Hold on. There we go.
What were you
I was
saying?
saying, like, when I was still new to, like, experimenting, I not sure if I was gay, but, you know, I was just experimenting in a way. So
Yeah,
just,
it's
you're
normal.
not sure about it, it's just normal.
Normal, as you grow up.
Have I joined some, like...
It's part of learning.
Sex
If you don't feel comfortable with it, just don't experiment. You feel
fuck
comfortable.
New Year's resolutions, ladies and gentlemen. Check our sexualities.
Well, it was a tangent. It started with that. It started with that. So let's move on.
To the subject.
Yeah.
Back to the subject.
Jesse, what about you?
What, New Year's resolutions?
Yeah.
Oh, I made my last New Year's resolution probably 20 years ago. And that was to never make any more New Year's resolutions.
I'm with you, man.
Pointless.
I'm with you. Well, it's pointless because they usually get broken for me, you know.
Well, you always set, for the most, I'm not going to say always. Let me rephrase it. I don't want to say everybody thinks like I do because I don't. But for the most part, people make New Year's resolutions with goals that are not what they really want to do.
Yeah, false goals.
Yes, false goals. Thank you.
It's almost as though people feel like they're pressured to come up with a New Year's resolution, or they should be following some sort of New Year's resolution. Yeah, I've always thought, there is no better time than the present, whatever that time is, to start.
Well, I'm guessing by the end of 2020, Jim, I think you might get to 1 million.
Ooh, I like where you're going with that.
That's my guess.
Well, I won't make that a New Year's resolution, Brandon, but I will certainly stack it up against the stats. Yeah.
For New Year's Day,
what
I'm
stomach you got now?
Channel for my dog.
Who, me?
No, Brandon.
Well, he was talking about
me.
He was talking about me.
I'm making a.
Oh, about you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope everyone fulfills their New Year's resolution.
Oh, I do too. If you choose to make them. So
Sure.
I think I might ever get to 1K again.
it'll happen. What about you, Ed?
Happen again.
New Year's resolutions, I'm like Jesse. I stopped doing them decades ago because it's a false illusion. I've never been able to keep one yet. So I've learned not. If I'm going to quit something, it's going to be then and there in the present.
Right.
I guess that's something that come with age.
I think it does. I really, really think it does. And by the way, I want to say hello to JD Tremaine. How you doing, JD? Good to see you. Also, who was that? Jewish Redneck Preppers. How are you? I don't think I've seen them in the chat before.
Hello.
Welcome.
Redneck Preppers.
You know, like you wear a glow-in-the-dark mask. What about gloves? What about gloves like glow? So you can just have a black background and your eyes.
I wouldn't mind giving Raven a glow-in-the-dark kiss.
Oh boy, and away we go.
And that right there proves my point.
With age, there's a time and a place for everything.
For that.
All right, Angel, off of that, Angel, off of that subject for just a minute. Yes, simmer down there. Do you have anything that you're going to resolve to get done this new year?
Me?
Yeah.
Pretty much like what the old guys are saying, or I should say the grumpy old men. I don't necessarily keep resolutions. I usually just, if there's something I know that I'll be doing within the new year, I'll be setting it as a goal for myself to work towards. Like this year was my goal to move to Arizona, and I made that happen. So I just try to look what I want to work on that will be a guaranteed thing, and something that I could try to work that or give my chance to. But for me, the things that I want to try to do is try to be more adventurous, because I want to try to see travel to a few different places, and I also want to possibly try to go to Los Angeles to try to be on a taping of The Price is Right. So those are things I know that the traveling will get done, but will I be able to be called on down? Maybe not, but at least I can say I had fun. So just if there's something you want to do or something you know you're going to do within the new year, just set it as a goal and don't have it be a resolution.
Good advice. Good advice.
Yeah.
And I would
I agree.
I would always say write those goals down, because they normally don't become real unless you actually commit them to paper.
And unless if it's something that you guarantee that you know that you've been doing so hard at, and something that you want to get accomplished, like moving to a different state, seeing family again, or reuniting with a classmates or some old people, then yeah.
Always back to the old people. How about you? How about you, gamer? Do you normally set New Year's resolutions?
First of all, may I just do this? Flash! Just for Ed. Second of all, I'm gonna make something up quickly.
Don't do the same thing again.
I didn't celebrate Christmas, you know. I intend to go to America this year, get a southern chick.
Cool.
And have my copulation. And then that'll be my festive season, and then I'll get my turkey with extra stuff.
Remember that offer, Nag. If you come here, come to Ohio, Jesse and I will take you gold prospecting, buddy.
I'd rather you just give me gold.
Not gonna happen
You
that
gotta
way.
find it.
No.
Don't
Think
listen
people
to
need
him.
to
Don't
find
understand. He'll give you all
You're gonna have to
gold
work
me.
for it, buddy.
No, I won't. I'll be a typical Englishman. I'll pay you guys a real shit wage whilst I sit at the edge of the river in my bench whilst one of you holds a parasol, I'm eating my sandwich, and you fuckers are digging gold.
You have to remember who we are. We're Yankees. We
I don't know why
rebel
Angel's not
against the
shown on
British.
YouTube.
I'll just remind you about the colonies every now and then whilst you're on your knees chopping up that gold, and we'll have a great time.
Hey, Pixel.
Hello, Pixelpia.
Here's an
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Love you, Pixel.
How are you,
Hello.
Pixel?
Looking very bright.
That's
Like
Florida for you.
Look, is that a new name on here? YouTube, no copyright music. Hi.
What's that?
It's a new. I don't know. I've never.
YouTube,
Never
no
seen
copyright music. Hello, how you doing? And Gaffa Haynes is here. How you doing, Gaff? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Jim.
Yes.
Now that I think about it, can I explain something to you?
Sure, absolutely, Jesse. Go ahead.
Remember that text I told you I kicked somebody off?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, well, I know nobody reads my text. Anyways, this Restream bot, who is actually your other channels, right?
Uh-huh.
And those people come in through the Restream bot?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what happened that one week was somebody come in and started getting real vulgar.
Oh, it wasn't a
So
tweet. You were talking about the Discord.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, well.
Or, I mean, it wasn't a text. It was your Discord entry. Yeah, I read that, dude.
Right.
Speaking of
Well,
Discord,
No. Hey, Brandon, hang on. He's telling a story, but then you can talk. Okay. Go ahead,
There
Jess.
was somebody, because a Restream bot brings in Facebook, DLive, and Twitch, I believe.
Yep.
Brings those chats into this room. Well, one of those people got really vulgar. So I blocked him right away, right?
Uh-huh.
But when I did that, it actually blocks the whole Restream bot
Oh, man.
itself, and not the person that I was trying
That makes sense.
to block. Well, it blocks everybody.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why for a couple of weeks you weren't getting that Restream out of here until I came back in and took them off the block.
Right.
So now they're back. So that's what happened. That's what will happen again.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it will. I may just have to have that open.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I was trying to explain to you before. So you understood what happened there.
Yeah, appreciate it, Jesse. No, I mean, you were doing me a solid, and we just didn't know. That's great information.
Right. Yeah, because when one of the Restream bots, if somebody on there gets vulgar and you want to block them, it blocks Restream bot.
Yeah.
So either there's another way to do that, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I may have to have those open, like I said, and then just go in and do it from a different angle.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Tony. How you doing, man?
Hey, Tony.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Ed, how you doing?
Tony.
Hey, Tony.
I could hear you saying hi.
Hey, Tony.
Jesse, Angel. I just want to say I'm here tonight representing myself as a trisexual tortoise, and I'm only here for the dark. Thank you
What
very
you're
much.
representing, and I'm representing the state of Israel, my bros. Just because I am.
Okay.
Sorry, what did the glow in the dark guy
Tony,
say?
have you finished editing with my video?
Well, I'm here representing LDPA, so.
And I'm here representing the whole.
Take it
town
off,
of
Pia.
Gravy Falls,
Take it
Oregon.
off.
The whole town of what?
Don't stop at one layer, Pia.
Hang on. What were we saying, Raven? The whole town of what?
The whole town of Gravy Falls, Oregon.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't forget, the guys in the chat, anyone that comes in here, don't forget to have PG language.
NC-17, actually. Speaking of which,
PG language, it's about being vulgar. There's a difference.
Yeah, there is. You can be adult without being vulgar. I want to say hello to Blended Whiskey. How are you? Welcome to the show, and Miss Kathy's with us again. How you doing, Kathy? Always a pleasure to see you. So let's get back to the subject at hand. We're now we have a few new people. Pia, do you normally make New Year's resolutions, and do you keep them, or do you not even bother with the thing?
I usually don't make any if I'm not 100% sure I'm going to keep them. But this year I'm going to change a lot of my channel instead. I have just done a 1-year evaluation, and there are going to be some changes. I'm going to split it up into 2 channels. I have done a live stream once a week, so that goes off my channel, and I'm starting a new channel for all my live streams.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
So I'm going to have 2 channels, and I have set up a new website for my 2nd channel. I'm in the process of setting up all the social media for that, so it has been a lot of work.
Oh yeah. And it just never ends, does it?
Which channel is the nudity going to be on, Pia?
The nudity? Oh, no, that's Tony. I told you to don't tell anybody.
That's the 3rd channel.
That's a whole different platform, man.
Yes.
Just for the record.
Hold on, pay-per-view one that you were talking about?
Just for the record, if you take a close look, you can see Jesse's cock. You can.
Yeah, you can. You can. Wrong side. Wrong side. Wrong side. There it is.
There it is. There. There's Jesse's cock.
Actually, that's my wife's.
Oh, it's your wife's cock. Better. It used to be yours.
At least somebody's rocking out. So Tony, Tony, what? Same question to you, man. You bother with New Year's resolutions?
I honestly, it sounds so cliche, but like it was, I think 15 years ago, I did the same thing on New Year's Eve. I said, I'll never make any New Year's resolutions again, and it's the only one I've ever kept. I don't make them. I use it as a time to reflect and a time to try to assert some change in my life, but I don't make resolutions, that I have to stick by. I am going to try to start being a healthier person. My one resolution is to make all of you wonderful people in the world of YouTube smile once in a while. I like to make people laugh. And I'm not very good at it, but I like to try. I'm going to continue to try that this year.
Well,
cool.
Cool. Another goal I would like to do is for Tony to give me a box of his delicious cereal.
Hey, listen, Angel, I know what you're talking about.
I love you.
That's got to be
You're
code.
one of my favorite people. You have given me so much advice.
Yeah, that's got to be code for something that I am not hip to.
I love you, Tony.
I am Tony the Tiger, and I personally frost those flakes just for you, Angel.
Oh my! Did that take a?
You asked for it, my friend. You got it.
Yeah.
I love you, man.
New Year.
Raven, I just want to say, I don't know if I've ever been on panel with Raven before. I don't know if I have or not.
I think you have on this show, as a matter of fact.
I may have. Well, this would be the only place I ever did, if so. But I don't remember it. But it's very nice to be in your presence, Raven. And Brandon, I think I know I've been on with you before. Angel,
have you got the video edited?
everybody else. Jim, I think this might be our first time, but it's nice to meet you, sir. Who else? Who we got in the chat here? Brandon B, what are you doing?
Feels like first time.
Kathy, how the hell are you? All right, Tara. All right, I'm all caught up. Go ahead.
Tony,
Show us yours again.
have you downloaded the video message that I did for you? Your microphone's gone.
Where was I?
Dead air.
I think dead air. We don't want any dead air.
We had a moment of dead air.
Brandon, you were next on the list. I don't think I've asked you about your New Year's resolutions. Do you make them or do you not bother?
From me.
Yeah.
I have never done one yet.
Cool.
No, sir. It's a
What is it
terrible thing.
basically?
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
What do you basically do in the video?
What?
What are you talking about?
Just like predict what you're gonna do for next year.
What are you talking about, Brandon? I'm
For
lost.
the New Year's resolution.
For me or for you or what?
I don't know. Is it a new video trend?
Wait, what?
But I'm having a hard
I
time
do
figuring out what
remember.
you're talking about.
What the fudge is going on?
I never done one before, so I don't know what do you do. Do you just basically just talk about what you're gonna do for next year?
What video are you talking about, Brandon? I'm lost, bud.
Oh, Brandon, a New Year's
For 2020.
resolution.
I own the shed.
Brandon, a New Year's resolution is something you say to yourself that you should accomplish in your life the upcoming year. Stop smoking, lose weight or something.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
harassing people.
Girlfriend.
Kind of like
Get a boyfriend.
you're giving a message for yourself what you're gonna do for next year.
Yeah, it's kind of like a spur of the,
yourself.
it's kind of like a spur of the moment goal that people have some reason or for some reason. I know there's some tradition behind this. Usually set themselves up on New Year's, every New Year. So I'm going to accomplish this year, and that would be their New Year's resolution. Really doesn't have to do with
Like
videos, and that's
this year.
I always thought a New Year's resolution had to do with promising to improve yourself the following year and do better.
Good.
That's what I always thought it was.
Yeah. But it doesn't always have to revolve around improving yourself. It could just be stop doing this, that, or the other thing. Yeah, but I think by and large people use it as an improvement.
That's the way I always thought it was.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah.
Was you make a resolution to, like you said, quit smoking, lose weight, to improve yourself.
Breaking my rules
There's quite
here.
a lot of things that I'm planning to do for 2020.
9 plus
Starting
1.
a channel for my dog. Starting a channel for live streaming. Social media for my dog. And basically doing videos of losing weight.
Social media for your dog?
Yeah, he got a new puppy for Christmas.
Okay. Dogs are for life, not just for Christmas.
That is true.
Nice name.
That is true.
You better not get rid of that thing when you get bored of it.
No.
And that's a good question, man. There are people that do that.
There are a lot of people that do that. I've got some pretty sad stories about some old neighbors that I had years ago who would get their kids. They would get they would buy their kids all sorts of animals, and those poor animals would suffer because of that. So, Gaffa, how you doing? Can you hear me? Good. Yes. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. And we've also got Ghana. How you doing, Ghana? Can you hear me?
What's up? The beautiful lady.
Hey, Ghana. Hello, Ghana.
All right, now we'll have to be careful not to talk over one another.
Excuse me.
That's all right.
NC-17.
NC-17. Well, let's continue. Let's continue this. Gaffa, do you bother with New Year's resolutions? Do you have any that you're setting yourself up for this year?
In 1979, I set up a New Year's resolution never to do New Year's resolutions, and up to this day, I've done well at it. All right.
Awesome.
But I did decide, seeing as this is my 60th New Year, I'd set up a New Year's resolution, and that is to give up vaping.
Oh, really? Wow, good for you, man. Well, how far down on the next scale are you?
Oh, I don't vape. That's why it's so easy.
Oh man, that's cheating, dude.
Gotta start with the easy ones, mate. Use resolution.
Well, if you got it,
if you're just now starting, I guess it's good to start with an easy one.
Oh yeah, that and do anytime you make a New Year's resolution, make sure it's easy as hell. You're more likely to complete it.
I'm giving up veganism.
I gave that up years ago.
Oh, me too.
And I didn't wait for New Year's to do it.
The last time I had a salad, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a huge salad fan.
No, nor am I.
I like have it on burgers. That's it.
So, Ghana, you're up. What are your New Year's resolutions, or do you even bother with them?
I'm not going to do drugs.
I love how the lag drew that out.
I wonder how long is that going to last.
I don't really have any. I don't do New Year's resolutions. I just try not to be a crappy person all year.
And Ghana, that's a very good one not to do.
I'm going to make a Cornish English person.
Hey, you shouldn't do drugs. Drugs are bad.
That one too.
So the question now is, do people really do New Year's resolutions, or is it all fake? Is it all fake news?
Well, given their failure rate, I would say 90% of them are fake.
New Year's, much like St. Patrick's Day, is just another reason to get drunk.
Because basically, in my opinion, a resolution is something supposed to be committed to, but they can't keep that commitment, but they're able to keep the commitment if it's a goal.
I hope you're going to keep your commitment to glow-in-the-dark kisses.
Your commitment to turning my pet pig into bacon.
What about an update to your face paint of a glow-in-the-dark kiss in your cheek?
Oh, this is not getting any better.
I love all you guys. The and girls.
So, Jim, part of your time here was plans, funds, fails, resolutions.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure we hit the resolutions.
We did hit the resolutions.
Plans?
Now exactly is where I was going, Jesse. And we're going to start with you since you brought it up. Do you have any plans for the new year? Do you normally have any plans for the new year?
Plans change as you grow. See, and I always wind up talking about how things were compared to how things are now. When you're young, you go out and party all the time. As you get older, your partying slows down. By the time you reach my age, you're sitting at home drinking coffee and watching
video calling show. Ed with the plug. Boom. Nice, man. Thanks.
You're welcome, bro.
I will be live on New Year's Eve, so you know. I don't know that I'll be on it at midnight, but I'll certainly be on.
Will.
We'll just have to see how that goes.
And it's a BYO
Oh yeah.
night, right?
It's what?
BYOB.
Oh, absolutely. So let's move on.
I have a choice.
Go ahead.
Tequila or shine.
I got to ask Ed the same question. Ed, you have any plans for New Year, or do you normally have plans for New Year's?
Not since I've gotten older, because the safest place from stupid people drinking and driving is at home. Plus, I have a show New Year's Eve.
Oh, that's right.
Cool. Very cool.
And who knows how long that will go. Depends on the guest, on the chat, on many things.
Oh, of course.
You know, unlike you, we don't have a set 1 hour show.
Right. Right.
You were plugging that show earlier today on your stream.
Oh, plugging Ed was plugging it?
Yeah, plug.
Absolutely, you've got to.
Remember, every Tuesday night, hang out live with Toledo Jess, Dano, and I at Flash in Your Band, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Paying no attention to the Schvetty balls. You got to watch the show to know what I'm talking about.
Do I need to watch you guys to get a flash in my pants?
You might.
Gaffa, man. I can't get enough of you, Gaffa.
Are you talking to us, Brandon, or?
Someone in chat saying about like a game to play with you, Jim.
What?
Someone called Mrs. KATH.
Miss Kathy.
Miss Kathy says, I too plan to be live on New Year's Eve. I was hoping to play a game with a panel. What time am I streaming? It'll be my normal time, 10 p.m. Kathy. So let's see. I also wanted to say hello to Brandon B. I didn't get to see. Hang on, Brandon. I didn't get to say hello to Brandon B. How are you? Steve Carpenter, welcome to the show. Who else did I see? Crap, my dad makes me watch. How you doing, Adam? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Hi, Adam.
Oh, RC Arts too. I forgot. I missed RC Arts. I so apologize. All right, let's move on to Nag. Nag, you still there? I think he's out for the moment. Yeah, we'll get back to Gamer. Pixel.
Anyone that's wanting to join?
Okay. Normally, when we are at home, we normally go to party down at the casino, but this year, since we are in our hopefully soon to be home, we are going into Destin to see fireworks.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Destin's a beautiful area.
Oh, we were there Christmas Day down on the beach.
Oh, wow.
White sand and oh my gosh.
Way to rub it in our faces, Pia.
I do not miss New Jersey, I'm telling you.
That's why I say nice, or thanks for rubbing it in our faces.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No, I envy you. I hate the cold. I've given it 56 good years to make it right, and it won't do it. It hasn't done it yet.
I've been wearing sandals since we came down. It's so nice.
I am envious. So, Tony, you're actually in the alcohol business. I imagine your New Year's Eve is usually a bit different than most.
Well, it used to be. I worked in bars for many years. For New Year's, they would deal with all you drunk morons. We give out a free champagne toast at midnight. Half of you slobs are going to drop the glasses on the ground. The other half are just going to leave them on shelves somewhere around the windowsills and the edge of the bar.
Oh, I've been outside.
Half of you guys are going to skip on your tabs on New Year's Eve. By the way, that makes you an asshole. The other half of you guys are going to give your bartender a crappy tip. Because that's what you do because you're too drunk. Half of you guys are going to drive home drunk that night, and some of you are going to lose your lives. And for that, I'm sorry. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
So that was what I dealt with for a long time. Then I started doing promos in bars for New Year's. And I'd watch those same assholes. But I would do promos for big companies, Jack Daniels, Bacardi dealers, all that kind of stuff. Over the past 4 or 5 years, I've been fortunate enough to work for a company that we taste things on New Year's, but we don't allow any of our reps to be out past 5 o'clock doing tastings. So
Nice.
We send them home. We don't want them out on the road, able to do what you want after that point, but it's amateur hour for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So my wife and kids go away every year. They're gone right now. So I can do whatever the fuck I want in this house. Nobody here but me and the goddamn dog. He just went running in the other room now. He's scared.
Oh man, I missed something.
I do one of 3 things. Either I'm by myself and I sit at home and play video games, or my buddy Jeremy will come over and we'll do some drinking and watch some old wrestling together and ring in the new year. This year my boss invited me over. And my buddy, who sometimes comes and sees me, his mom is in her late 70s. She fell and broke her hip 2 days ago.
Oh.
May end up spending New Year's in a rehab facility ringing in with her.
Oh, man. That sucks.
I might even live stream on New Year's if I just stay home. I don't even know what I'm doing yet. I mean, unless you're on. If you're on, I will. But if you're not on,
I should be on, man. I should be on. I don't have any plans. Like, I'm with you, man. I've long since referred to that evening as amateur night, and I just don't do it. I just don't do it. It's way too dangerous. And by the way, Raven, he wasn't talking to you. He was talking to the public in general.
Tony, did I mention your wife's in the chat, mate?
Huh?
Did I mention your wife's in the chat?
My wife's in the chat. That's awesome.
Your wife's in the chat?
No, she's not in the chat.
Hello, Jelly Duck. Jelly Duck, I see you in there, bud, but it's a full house, and unless somebody drops off.
I'm going, so if Jelly wants to call in, I'm leaving.
Well, enjoy yourself down in that wonderful weather, Pia.
I will lurk in the chat.
All right. Thanks for being up, hon.
Bye, Pia. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Pia.
Who is this? Is that Nag?
That is Nag. Nag's back. Nag, you back?
You don't have to be beautiful. Take time to me out.
Well, Jim, not Jim, I mean,
Barcelona.
Yes.
Tony. Hi.
Oh.
What the?
Ahmed, did you want to get on panel just so you could mute your mic and shut your video off?
He needs to get his chauffeur to drive here somewhere with better signal.
Hey, excuse me, you, the guy from Orange Julius, come over here, will you? Hold the camera. It's gotta be at the Kuwaiti Mall. Yeah, Raven. Raven went from being so loud when she first came on, I think she blew out my speakers on my computer. Now I can't even hear her. All I can see is the top of her head, and I know it's her laughing because I see her head move a little bit. Okay. Oh, no,
Yep.
Oh, that one muted. What are you doing, Raven?
Just a few moments, guys.
Who said that?
Alright, sorry.
I thought I heard Ahmed there for a second. Oh.
That was Jelly Duck.
Oh, that was Jelly Duck saying just a few more minutes?
Checking the chat.
Yeah, just a few more minutes. He had to set up something. I don't know what it was.
He's barking out orders, I guess.
All right, well, let's get back on track here. Let's get back on track. Raven, you're next. What do you normally do for New Year's Eve? Anything? Do you have any plans for this one?
Well, I am planning to maybe try to spend the night. Stay up all night.
Uh-huh.
until midnight, just so we can. My family likes to watch the ball drop every year, and so I don't think I might be planning on staying up till midnight to watch the ball drop this year. I might be just celebrating New Year's Eve with a live stream of some sorts.
My priest likes to do the same.
Yes, my grandfather used to help us watch the ball drop, but he died last year, so we can't watch his ball drop.
You had a pretty rough year there, Nag.
That's two, Gavin.
That's two doses of unhealthy Australian humor right there.
And he's a day closer to the new year.
Right, Raven?
It's Tony's fault. It's Tony's fault. He encourages me.
Raven? Raven.
I think we lost Raven.
Are you going to be here?
Sorry.
That's all right. You can space out all you want, honey. You're going to be here on New Year's, correct? I don't know what just happened. I'm not sure I don't know what that was. That's okay.
Nor do I.
Vegetables are for hippies.
You lost control.
I know. I've got a bright spot here. Jimmy C and Friends comes through. He says, Tony, I always leave a good tip before I drive home drunk.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Jimmy C, all right?
He's before Jimmy D.
The Jimmy C guy, he's a good fucking egg. He is.
Oh, I know he is. I love Jimmy.
Yeah, he's a good egg, man. Brandon, that's a nice foot. Please don't do that again. What is going on over here? Why is my phone flashing?
I like feet.
Well, speaking of feet, Nag, you were away from the camera when I asked this question, so I got to pose it to you.
I was just going to interject. My dog keeps throwing up, so if I'm running in and out and making noises, just mute me. I do apologize.
Oh, no problem. No problem. But while you're here, do you have any plans for the new year specifically, or do you not bother with it?
Yes.
Awesome.
I do have plans.
Cool. You always have plans for New Year's, or is this an unusual one?
Yes.
Cool. Thanks.
Great answer.
What?
Oh, Brandon, that's gross, man.
Brandon, what is that?
Something's wrong with his toe.
What?
I never had this phone now.
Thank you. I will play that back on loop later and have a moment of.
There is so much to loop from this show. All right.
I saw somebody sodomize a hamster. What happened?
That's enough now.
I don't even know.
Play back now.
All right, enough of the toe jam. Enough of the toe
I'm going to
jam.
say that this is a really, really, really weird.
I'm gonna look at the chat now for that.
Have you not learned to expect that, gamer, on this show?
No, I never thought I'd come on. My New Year's resolution wasn't, hey, I want to see a teenager's foot. Hey, I want to see a shitty teenager's foot. But it looks like it's been mangled.
We don't know what we're going to see.
All right. But back to the.
It's amazing how things change, gamer.
Oh, man.
Let it go.
Can we get thumbs up in chat for toes?
I hope in the second Frozen she gets hit by a bus so I don't have to hear that goddamn song ever again. It's my New Year's resolution.
No, American Golden Prospectors. That was not Angels. That was Brandon's foot.
I want to feed my tuppence to the birds.
Okay. Back to the subject at hand. Gaffa. Any plans for the new year, my friend?
Normally, I just go to sleep and say, it's another day. But this year, a group of friends and I are going to live stream from the east coast of Australia to the west coast of America, bringing in the new year in every possible time zone we can. There's about 9 of us that are going to be doing it.
9?
As the time zone follows through there, 12 o'clock at their place, they're going to take over the live stream and celebrate New Year's through there, and which is going to be like a non-stop live stream.
Wow. That sounds like work. Sounds cool, though.
So we're in. Last year it was only a few. This time it's 9. Hopefully next year we get a lot more people. Eventually we plan to get every single time zone in the world covered so that we just celebrate 24 hours live stream.
That would be awesome.
Around the world in 10 days. Or a lifetime.
Around the world in 24 hours.
Yeah, you know there's a trend real popular still in 2016 of live streaming yourself sleeping for Twitch donations.
You heard about the trend
And
with
somebody
the
woke
Tide
up
Pods?
with
Interesting.
I've never understood. I've
like
never
a
understood
lot
that.
of money, like
Yeah, the Tide Pods.
So they end up starving then, did they?
Interesting.
All right.
Very informative.
All right, moving on. Ghana, do you have any plans for the new year?
Yes,
eating my
I
soul.
do.
What are you doing for New Year's?
I'm gonna go see Nag in the UK.
What?
That soon? Oh, no, that's your New Year's resolution, right?
Oh, that's what I'm doing next year.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
But do you have any plans for like New Year's Eve? Or do you do you set plans for New Year's Eve? No?
I plan on being right here on the video calling show all night.
All right.
Cool.
Are you gonna be drunk?
I'll be drinking
Most likely.
Yeah.
right here at my
Drunk
desk.
that night? I don't ever
I'm not drinking tonight.
tonight.
Oh, I could be high right now. Damn. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I've been drunk on YouTube before. I'll be the first to admit it.
How's it going?
So, Jelly Duck,
Yes, obviously.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Same question to you, my friend. What are there any big parties over there in Kuwait for New Year's, or do you have any plans for New Year's Eve?
They will start January, I think.
Yeah, you have any plans? You're going to do anything special? Are you going to do anything special?
Like I don't feel excited about like Happy New Year, but it's okay. You know, to say Happy New Year to everyone else in the world.
So you're like Gafa. It's just another day, and like me, just another day. Cool. What about you, Brandon? Any plans for the New Year? New Year's Eve?
Don't include hamsters.
Well,
Or toes.
So like I said, making a YouTube channel for my dog and meeting up and seeing my dog until it's the actual day in January to go and bring him home.
Cool. And what about you, Angel? You still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with you. Didn't you hear me laughing earlier?
Oh, yes. I did not miss that.
Doesn't the earth?
Yeah, I'm still here since I was waiting for my turn. In terms of plans for New Year's Eve, I'm probably just gonna upload a video because there's two last videos that I'm making for the end of the year here, and I probably will just do that, and probably just spend the day watching end of year events, including the New Year's Day ball drop in New York City on my local station. But other than that, not really much of a festival going on besides throwing frosted flakes down the toilet.
That was actually quite you.
I must admit, Frosted Flakes aside, Angel, I must admit that I do enjoy some of those year-end programs, honestly. I don't know about the rest of you.
Because I enjoy a lot of things where they do like the top 10 countdowns of like best trends or best something of the year.
Yeah, that's a trend, Jim, where you put cereal or food in the toilet and just flush it.
Seriously? Is that something that's a thing?
I'm lying on my sister's bed. Is that okay?
Even better, yeah, right.
What's the point around flushing cereal? Anybody know?
Well, I think they're just trying to
Well, because the reason he's flushing cereal is because Tony glazed it earlier, didn't he, with his own flush?
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh boy.
You
Oh
might
boy.
have to break that up, Angel, with a stick.
I think
You'll probably lose your bowl as well.
Jim, I think it might be symbiotic to get rid of your old and bring in the new. So flush away the old and bring in the new.
Oh, I see. So get rid of shredded wheat and.
Well,
Can I do that on a daily basis?
as a symbol, not as a specific.
Let's just say, Jimmy, in that bowl of Frosties, it's not the milk that tastes sour.
No, it's not. It does sour. It's a little salty, but I just want to say hi to Adam that my dad used to watch. Angel, I love you too. And what's up, Shape?
Hey, yeah, Shape. I saw Shape jumped in.
Hey, the Shape.
How you doing, Shape?
Jesse's face was just one of disgust.
Not so much discuss as, yeah, maybe it is discuss. I don't know. I was just listening, and there's a new fad flushing cereal down the toilet.
Happy New Year, Jess.
No, Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, it's like.
I guess
Can you?
does 3 hours work?
3 days.
Does it have to be frosted flakes?
That's what I was thinking. Couldn't it just be, get rid of the shredded wheat, welcome in the cookie crisp or something like that?
I think Tony can frost anything if you post it.
Pop-Tarts on the toilet.
Oh, no, Cocoa Pops.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Cocoa Pops go down the toilet?
Hey, would you like some ice, Jess?
No. Well, I bet I probably have seen Cocoa Puffs go down the toilet.
Bless you.
Oh, boy.
Bless you. Should
Yes.
we start playing funny videos?
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, God.
Who's sneezing?
I was.
Oh.
What about start
These
playing
potato
videos,
chips.
Jim?
Extra
No?
salty.
Say that again, Brandon.
Playing videos.
Say that again, Brandon.
See if you can find a video to play.
A video to play?
Cereal in the.
A video?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I probably will when we shut this down, which I'm going to have to do here soon because I got a big day tomorrow.
Oh, how big?
If there's any people
Huge,
that
man.
wanted to join
Huge.
this, try again next time.
Say that again?
Jim take over. If there's any people that wanted to join the show with us, try next time, but I'll let Jim tell you the rest.
Jim, I'm probably going to be hanging out with you on New Year's because I got nothing else going
Oh, cool, man. Tony, I'd love to have you hang out.
Will you be providing like noisemakers and shit for us?
Yes, of course.
If not, I'll eat like 2 cans of beans during the day or whatever. But
Oh, yeah. But again, there will be noisemakers for everyone.
excellent. I will resolve to try to be there. But on that note, I can't handle Brandon talking over everybody anymore. So I'll see you guys later.
Sorry. Bye.
That's okay.
Later, Tony.
Bye, Tony.
He's only joking, Brandon, or was he? You rude bastard.
Oh, jeez.
I'm joking as well. We're just being harsh.
I was just joking to you, Tony, about putting the frosted flakes in the toilet bowl.
Totally jokes. Well, it's my autism, guys. Like, I can't handle being patient, and I just gotta get it out.
Yeah, we understand, man.
It's real
We
hard to
understand.
keep quiet.
Yeah,
As long as you don't get it out in public.
We were young once.
absolutely.
On that note, Jim, I have a busy day tomorrow. Jesse and I have a memorial service to go to tomorrow.
Oh,
We lost a very good friend not long ago, and I have to work in the morning early. Till then, everyone, have a great one. Thank you, Jim.
same to you, Ed.
Flash raid you on New Year's.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Sorry for your loss, man. Yeah, good night, buddy.
See you on the river, Ed.
Yeah, but guys, I think I'm gonna have to close this one out because I too have a big day tomorrow. And
have a great day, everyone.
sorry, Jesse.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
But I can't. Hey guys, thanks for being here, man. I really appreciate it. You guys are fantastic.
Good night, Jim.
You know, we'll do it again. All right, guys, take care.
For New Year's, I actually plan to abolish veganism. End it on that.
Everyone wants what? What's that, Brandon?
You know, in Discord, you can make a chat room called the Green Room Chat.
I could, and I might.
You know,
Thanks for the suggestion,
You know,
bud.
for any time when we're posting something to
Yeah.
talk to you about.
Oh,
so
okay.
we can share
Yeah.
something.
All right.
Oh, are we still live?
No, well, your voices are, but you're not.
Well, Your Majesty, if you can hear me, I'd really like some chocolate. Thank you. That's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We'll see you later. Well, another panel show in the books, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. A little more unorganized than normal, I would say, but it was still fun. Now, like I said, New Year's Eve is just a couple days away, and I hope you guys are going to be careful. I know I will, because I don't go anywhere on amateur night. We actually will have our granddaughter with us, so but I'm going to try to make it on. I actually plan on creating this week's show first thing tomorrow morning, and I'll let you know how that goes out. Make sure you just check. And by the way, make sure you give us a follow if you're watching this from on the other platforms, and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and ring that bell. But guys, for tonight, that's going to do it for me. I want to, again, thank all my guests for being here. The guys are great. And all you folks in chat, I appreciate you being here. And we will see you tomorrow evening. But don't forget to treat others the way you want to be treated. If we all did that, this world would be a much better place. Good night. Be careful. And we'll see you live.